Hello, Intactivists. In the news this week, we have Foregen, Health Equity Campaign, Intact Global, and much more coming up. In POTS news, we recently just got our matching campaign finished for the donations. We raised over $500, which got turned into over $1,000. So I thank everyone so much who have donated to POTS to keep us going. Also, since this is the first Tuesday of the week, let's go and check on our CareBuzz and see how that's coming along. Our CareBuzz, we got 21 contributors now, which 3 are active. We are $29.07 out of our $300 goal, so we are currently at 9%. Once again, this is slow but steady growth from people who are simply downloading the CareBuzz app and then choosing their initiative, which is for website 1, and then they just keep the app running, and we end up, for POTS, we end up getting very small commission for getting people to download the app. And essentially what they do is they share your data with other businesses, just like Facebook or Amazon would do, or any social media like TikTok would do with other businesses. But instead of you getting nothing in return, this helps out Prevail over the system building a website. But anyways, guys, we have 21 contributors. I believe we bumped up by 1, which is really awesome. And currently, I'm shooting this at like 1 a.m. We have 3 active, so that's really awesome to see. Also in POTS news, Terry DeFazio had his interview released this Saturday. It was conducted by Scott White. Scott White should be conducting interviews for the next 4 people here on POTS. Then I will rotate back in to do interviews. So if you guys ended up missing the awesome interview with Terry DeFazio, definitely go ahead and check it out. It was a pretty awesome video, got lots of likes, and definitely worth listening to. Also, for the special video for the week, I talked about why POTS has so many viewers and a lot more subscribers than most Intactivist content on YouTube. You may be surprised why POTS has so many views. I'll let you take a look at that for yourselves when you guys have time. Also, guys, if you could do me a solid and check out my link tree. I don't know if it's working or not, because last time I clicked the link, it was showing up error for the longest until I logged into it. Let me know if you guys are having the same issues as well. I might have to go back to listing my links one by one in the description if I get enough issues reported on the comment section on this YouTube. Also, guys, the CareBuzz is right here. So if you want to go ahead and passively support me, you can. And also definitely join the Discord server, because our POTS e-commerce program, it is getting matched 2x still. It's not getting matched 4x anymore, but it is getting matched 2x. And also donations and tips if you guys want to. And these are the other socials that I have. All right, and in health equality campaign news, we have new attempt made to drop circumcision from Medicaid coverage in New Hampshire. This was released November 27th, 2024. Anthony LaSquadro and the Intactivists are going to take it to New Hampshire once again, where the lawmakers will consider next year whether the state should end Medicaid for routine circumcision, an elective procedure frequently done on newborn boys. So this time, Representative Ellen Reed, Democrat, New Market, co-sponsored HB 1683 and the latest legislative attempt. I don't know what this bill is named, but we're going to go ahead and find out next year, most likely. So pretty excited to see how this turns out. You guys can definitely pause this video if you want to read the rest of this. I'm not really going to read this whole thing to you guys because you guys kind of saw this in real time happen, and I covered this quite a bit, especially in the video talking about New Hampshire and what the Intactivists could do better. I recommend, if you guys haven't seen that video, to definitely check that out. It was a very well-known video that I've done. All right, and in Intact Global news. So, a lot of people don't know this, but in Intact Global's Discord, here is the Intact Global's list of recommended therapy resources. It says, feel free to share and distribute. So if you guys are suffering any substance abuse or mental health distress, there is a whole list of online therapy resources, therapy that you can call or get like an actual therapist that will be with you physically. And there's also Intact specific resources, such as Intact America's featured therapists And there's also Pleasure Pies, more comprehensive list of therapists. And they're also planning on adding more therapy to the list. So definitely go ahead. And if you haven't joined Intact Global's Discord, definitely go ahead and do that. All right. And in general intactivism news, this is another ban petition attempt on r/RIC fetish 2. So they're trying to have Reddit ban this subreddit. It has 134 signatures on it. It is a circumfetish subreddit, and a lot of people want that off. And there's a petition. If this interests you, feel free to go ahead and sign it. You just need to put your first name, last name, and email on it, and then sign the petition. I'll let you know what ends up happening to this subreddit, if anything does end up happening to it. All right, and in Foregen news, there is a lot of Foregen news happening. So, December 1st, newsletter came out, Animal Trials Final Report. So the results of the sheep study have been finalized and compiled into a comprehensive final report. This will be submitted for publication shortly, and we are confident that it will appear in a reputable academic journal early next year. The rat study has already done. They mentioned that before. It got done earlier. Says, most importantly, Foregen does not need to wait for these reports to be published to continue progressing towards human clinical trials. This has been made possible thanks to your exceptional support this year, which I'm going to prove that it really hasn't been exceptional support this year. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys with the numbers. Okay, so it says histology study. All 18 tissue samples have been received and processed by Histologics. The next steps involve conducting the staining. The unique markers chosen to characterize the distinct structures in the previous samples have already been selected by Histologics and approved by CSO William Musa. We anticipate that the histology study will be completed by the end of the year, with the results being published in early 2025. So that is pretty awesome to see. Lots of things are being done at Foregen. But Dr. Jose Vega, an additional histology study, commissioned Dr. Jose Vega to go ahead and do this. He's going to focus on the density of specialized nerve structures, such as Messner's corpuscles in the human foreskin. And the study is expected to be completed mid-December and will be submitted for publication in an academic journal shortly thereafter. The findings will inform our efforts to achieve reinnervation for circumcised men. And now they are also preparing for human trials. Nothing much in this paragraph except that human trials are planned for 2025. They're currently trying to identify potential research partners for it. All right, and they have new donation methods added. It says that if you're holding crypto, stocks, mutual funds, or donor-advised funds, known as DAFs, they've added new functionality to their website, enabling Foregen supporters to contribute through these innovative donation methods. I could have sworn you could have donated through cryptos before, but I haven't checked this out. Okay, so you can click on here and you can donate through crypto, stocks, and DAF if you want to. All right, and on to the fundraising portion of this. It says Foregen raised a total of $17,139 in November. So that sounds awesome and fantastic, which it is, actually. If you look at it, this beats the November newsletter, October newsletter, September newsletter. So you have to go all the way back to August to see something higher than that. That's pretty awesome, right? If you actually look at this year, though, and you go to January 1st, 2024, you see the year they raised $312,000, a little bit above that. This year, their current year they raised is $207,000, a little less than that. So this year currently is $105,000 less than what Foregen raised last year, currently. Now we still have January's newsletter because that covers December. Maybe there might be a Christmas miracle for Foregen. You might see it in December that Foregen gets $100,000 plus. That would be pretty awesome. And that's not out of the cards. They might be able to beat their fundraising for 2024, but not sure if that's going to happen. We'll see. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Foregen's going to end up beating last year's donations? Let me know. Also, guys, very interesting messaging happening on the Foregen's Discord. This is a conversation with somebody saying, the latest updates makes me think that Dr. Bondioli and her team / decellularization method are no longer involved with Foregen. Is this the case? Ryan says, yes, that is correct. The ECMs for the last round of sheep trials was provided by a new team. So Foregen, they changed their teams. I wasn't aware they changed their teams. They kind of just sneakily slipped that through. Also, again, with great questions here, why is Dr. Bondioli's method no longer useful? And what makes the new team's method more suitable? Also, even again, with more great questions, Dr. Bondioli is still listed as the technical director of Foregen on the website. What are the implications of her leaving the team since her method was the foundation of Foregen's work? Does that mean we've hit a dead end here? Ryan says, no dead end at all. We have to wait for some back-end things to be finished before we can publish the details of our current roadmap to human trials. They will be published as soon as possible. And then he continues, most likely, yes, it's already been prepared. I'm just waiting for a signature. And then he says that the new team is working with a dynamic decellularization method that is more sophisticated and customizable. So it seems like it's more flexible and that you guys can customize the foreskins that you want. That's what I'm getting from that conversation. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. All right, guys, and on to the Intactivist calendar for the week. All right, so Bloodstained Men, Texas circumcision crisis protest will start December 8th. That is in 6 more days, actually 5 more days. They will start this, and this ends December the 15th. So that is about 8 days of protesting. So if you guys are in Texas and you want to go ahead and join the Bloodstained Men, you guys definitely can. Saving Our Sons, they have their dates set for Genital Integrity Awareness Week, March 29th through April 4th, 2025. Intact Global, they have their Intact Conference slated for spring 2025 in Los Angeles. This is March 2025, to be exact. Don't know where exactly in Los Angeles, but I'm sure that will come quite soon. All right, and on to the polls of the week. So, on this poll of the week, do you support the ban of subreddit circ moms 2? Now, this here is very controversial, and it is split across the board. A, B, and D are all stuck at 4. Some saying yes, that they do support the ban. 4 people said no, they don't support the ban. I'm not going to read all that to you. You guys can definitely go ahead and read that yourselves here. Just pause the video. C, not a lot of people picked that one, but it doesn't matter. And 4 is other critical feedback. Now, I read the critical feedback. A lot of people from the critical feedback said no, they don't support the ban of the subreddit circ moms 2, but they had a different reason than what I put up there. So in reality, the no's did win, but you can't tell because they picked other instead of just picking no and then explaining how they would phrase it differently or explaining that their reason is different. So it's kind of not fair, kind of makes it skew the data a little bit, but it's interesting though that a lot of Intactivists do not support the ban of the subreddit circ moms 2, and I'm sure lots of Intactivists probably thought, oh, this is a great thing, but according to this poll, it is very much so split and controversial, which is important to think about whenever you have the calling on Reddit to ban the subreddit Rick Fetish 2. So kind of dicey territory here because you might just make more Intactivists upset. Who knows? Once again, guys, if you don't like how this turned out, please go to my Discord and go vote because your vote matters. And on to the fundraisers of the week. So before I continue on the polls for the week, I'm going to move myself over here real quick. It says Black Friday Flash Fundraiser. It says, while you're securing the best deals of the season, please consider supporting us with a portion of your savings. As a thank you, we will give away Peace Begins at Birth ornaments to 5 individuals who donate a minimum of $15 to one of our booth fundraisers. It says to enter for a chance to receive an ornament, donate a minimum of $15 at this GoFundMe. Send a screenshot confirming your donation. This allows us to verify your gift. To contact you if your name is drawn. Entry closes Friday, November 29th, 11:59 PST. So this is already closed. So as you will see, when I show you the fundraisers, nobody actually donated to Your Whole Baby yet. So I'm not sure if this is the case, but I'm pretty sure that Your Whole Baby probably still has 5 ornaments to give away. I'm sure they wouldn't mind extending it. I'm not 100% sure, but you know, if you donate $15, you might still get a Peace Begins at Birth ornament. Who knows? If you know anything about this, please let me know down in the comments, especially if you're from Your Whole Baby. Their goal is $720. This is a brand new one, I believe, and they've raised no money so far on it. But it says that the $720 will help cover the table, inclusion of education materials in attendee gift bags, $100 Target gift card giveaway to attract attendees to the table, a gift basket valued at $75, which the proceeds benefit a local nonprofit, and the cost of commuting to the event. Once again, they are benefiting a local nonprofit, not themselves. That is definitely something they enjoy doing. This is, by the way, on Sunday, September 28th, so they definitely have a lot of months before September 28th. And this is Babies and Bumps in Cleveland. If you do want to go, it is $15 to $30 to show. It's right above my head. You do get 50% off applied, which is pretty cool. And again, same fundraiser, but this is Babies and Bumps in Pittsburgh. $670 their goal. It is 0% raised so far as well. Now this is ending much quicker. This will be Sunday, June 22nd. Still quite a bit of time, but not as late as September though. Now I think it's $670 because it's just covering the table, inclusion of education materials, and attendees gift bag, $100 Target gift card giveaway to attract attendees to the table, and a gift basket valued at $75, which once again will benefit a local nonprofit, not Your Whole Baby. But they're not including gas in this one. Gas for travel is not being included. So I guess that's what's saving you $50 if you choose to donate to this one for Your Whole Baby. Also, guys, if you do choose to donate to Your Whole Baby or any of these fundraisers, please feel free to drop words of support saying that you heard this through POTS or the Prevail Over the System and Tactivist News on YouTube. That would definitely help us out if you chose to do that. It would help the group that you're donating to. Let them know, hey, go give your information to Prevail Over the System, because they'll get your word out further, and it will also help out you guys, because if we get news that we missed, then you guys will stay more informed. So it's a win-win both ways, and it's free to do it if you donate, because you do have to donate to share words of support. Now continuing on, this is Pittsburgh. Once again, Babies and Bumps. It is $15 to $30 to get your tickets. Same thing as the last one. Now Eric Klopper. I refreshed this recently. I'll refresh it again. This is Intact Global, Fight Against Genital Mutilation. He hasn't gotten any donations for the past 12 days. He's stuck at 32% of his goal, with him raising $15,765 raised out of his $50K goal. But also, if you go to his Intact Global Oregon litigation effort, this went up to $310. Just refreshed it again, double checking. It's at $310 of $30,000. So he's about a little over $16K currently. Now, Intact America, they did get a donation of $30 the last 22 hours. I'm going to refresh this real quick. Yep, $30. That is it. They're at $4,050 raised, 8% of their $50,000 goal. I don't know if Intact America is going to reach their 50K goal, but what they do have going for them is that every time you donate to them, they get matched. So maybe they have $8,100. I'm not really sure. All right, and POTS, we definitely went up quite a bit. We're at 73% of our $7,000 goal, guys. We are so close of our $7,000 goal. We have about 29 days before this year ends. Definitely use our e-commerce program, please. It is getting doubled still currently. So I know you're not getting a doubling of donations anymore, but you can still do the e-commerce program, and it does get doubled. It won't get 4x like it was, but it will still get doubled, and we can still help Intact Global if we start getting brand new starter shoppers. We're still stuck at 12 though. We are not getting new starter shoppers. So show some support for other Intactivist groups and use the e-commerce program. Join our Discord to learn more. All right, guys, and on to the Intactivist growth for the week. So last week, the Bloodstained Men had 6,653 followers. And this week, the Intactivists have grown to 6,645 followers, which is not a growth. That is actually a loss of 8 people, or a loss of 0.12%. Wow, Bloodstained Men starting December off with a slight loss of followers. Intactivism seems to be shrinking, even though I know some people believe that this is just Intactivists leaving X or Twitter due to political reasons. Alright guys, that is all the news I have for today. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, questions, or concerns down below. And don't forget to hit that like button because that does help me out. And also please share as well. That would be really awesome. Also, once again, thank you so much to all my donors. Bye! A special shout out to our coffee supporters.